Hi everyone, I'm Meghna, CEO of Ark Group. So we're bringing to you today our Constructive Conversations podcast. This podcast is about the real estate infrastructure and industries related to these particular industries. We are bringing in experts in this field to explain the detail, the process, and what goes behind the scene to achieve great structures and keep quality up and everything that's related to the infrastructure and real estate industry. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about KPC Projects Limited. KPC Projects Limited has been in this industry for decades. They've started in 1973. They have done projects all over the country, whether it's hospitality, housing projects, highways, and airports. Many projects have been done by KPC Projects Limited, and they are today I have Mr. Anil Kumar Garu, who's spearheading KPC today and achieving great heights with iconic projects and wonderful appreciation to this industry. Hello, sir.
Hi, happy to interact with you in this session. Very nice initiative by our group and Meghna and team. Is amazing to take the industry into this line. It's a nice to interact with you. Nice interact all your group and team and viewers of this broadcast.
Thank you so much for being here today, sir.
Thank you.
So I'll dive into the podcast right away. So, sir, could you tell us something about how you feel about being in this industry and what this industry means to you?
Yeah, very nice question. This is where young entrepreneurs need this. Everybody means that if it's the infrastructure industry or contract industry, do the substandard quality work, manage the politicians, pay the bribes and officers and politicians, complete it all fake. When you see the newspaper, electronic media, they feel that contractors are paying huge bribes and everything. In reality, that is just only maybe half 1% or maybe very less undercover. This is the industry there from ages, not now. If you ask me to build any old forts or any old lot of palaces as built by the through this kind of agency. They used to give earlier. This industry started to per prisoners. They used to take the industry. They used to construct the all forts and courts, everything. Then later this become as an they give food and they execute these items. So they said in Telugu this is called Kattu Banisa. I mean, they take the slavery is they take the work. Later, this Pettu Banisa means they give food and they get the work. Later, this come into currency. They give some money and get it, make the done. And now, gradually, Britishers has given great gift for the country, many constitutions, many bodies and many institutions. This is also where industry, they started procurement process and establishing industry. That is transforming and there where we are today, we are the, infra is the major, is the national builder. Whatever nation is developing, everybody needs from everyday life. If you ask me what is the development country or developed country or underdeveloped country, that only shows that infrastructure.
Yeah.
The infrastructure only speaks about the country. When you go to America, what you speak, there are quality electricity, quality water, quality power, quality road, quality lifestyle, quality environment, and everything that compares only to infra. If you go to Dubai, why people are goes there, that is also infra.
Yeah.
Whatever you speak, this is the infra is only the line. Infra has to be built by like you and me, people, where we are on the platform. Say we are, this industry is no way comparative or lesser or higher or more. This is an outstanding industry. When I born and grown, my father started in 1973 and I am heading this business from 1993. It's a phenomenal change, lot of social respect. People recognizes you very nicely, and wherever you interact, this is a very proud. Whenever see products which you have built in 30 years before, 25 years, wherever I go to city where some developer some buildings, I go and take the snaps. I used to see how they are maintaining, what are the mistakes we have done, we used to learning. Really is an excellent, outstanding industry.
I agree with you. So I think people have a big misconception about this industry.
Yes.
But infrastructure industry is one of the biggest backbones of our country.
Yes.
Without that, I think we'll still remain as a developing country rather than moving towards a developed country.
Yes.
But do you think, is there any other misconception about this industry saying, do you think people take it lightly and that's why the next generation doesn't want to get into this as much?
See, basically, this is the one kind again, is opportunity game. Say wherever reality, you see, if you talk about reality, there is opportunity game. If you ask me, Ambani is an opportunity game, is Adani is opportunity game, Tata is opportunity game. Wherever opportunity is there, People try to penetrate in that
Yeah.
and try to explore their business, whatever. The infra industry is also a opportunity game. Whenever the market having opportunity, the players will come from different direction, different motivations, different capacities, different connections. One person may be going with the quality, one person may be going with influence, somebody may take the bribe or some
Yeah.
may be up. So not total industry in that direction. So basically, when you go to the industry, I never have gone small every per. We do our credentials only speak. We submit to open bid. We got all work orders. Even online many times we didn't see the event client also. Some of clients I never seen also even today. They took end user the top authorities. We submit the bid online and they give the. So this misconception basically we have to take out. Number one, this is a corruptive industry that has to be taken out from the mind of the people, mind of the citizens. And number two, usually this industry relate to the top to bottom, means you have to handle the workers, you have to work the laborers and engineers and supervisors and the staff, and top to the chief minister or prime minister level you have to interact. So you should know the language to communicate, how to the interact to the layman, to the top authority.
Yeah.
This is the industry where you will interact with every people. If you do trade, you will be only confined to your business. If you do in real estate, you will be confined to business. This is not like that. You have to connect to all trades of the people. You have to all departments of the people. You have to all the political stream of the people. Sometimes your project may be inaugurated by Honorable PM, Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Sometimes your project is inaugurated by Honorable Chief Minister. He will interact you. You should know how to meet, how to present your case, how to discuss, how to overcome their requirement and attack. So number two, this is very clear. You should have clear language and clear vision to how to handle this. Number three, obviously hard work and commitment. Without that, nothing will move. So reasonably, it is tough terrain. We have to be more cautious, more smart, and more hard work thinking. Number four, I believe always education is not only the parameter. You should have wisdom, common sense. With wisdom doesn't have anything. You should have more wisdom than education.
Yes.
So you have more knowledge or more thinking or more adaptability to the situation, you have to go and act. So these 4 5 qualities where people have, this is the outstanding industry. So since from childhood, even me groomed by my father, same my next generation also, whenever we talk about industry, we used to give positives and negatives, and children also will be automated. I am so lucky, my third generation, 2 directors' sons already joined, they are doing phenomenal
Oh,
job.
that's wonderful.
Say our third generation also very much on. They are all involving in the project and ground zero. They are all 2 project directors or resident directors working like a resident directors in the projects. Initially, what we do 4 to 5 years, we complete the zero.
Yeah.
Then later we will go to coordinator level. Later we will come to the back office.
So that they learn everything
They
from
learn
the
everything.
bottom to
They
the top.
They learn everything. They know how to interact with the labor. They know how to interact with the client. What is the end user requirement and whenever the problem is there, how to attack. That has to be known. That's why my all 2 third generation kids are joined, involved seriously. They are bringing phenomenal culture change, and they are involving end to end, zero to zero. And I'm fine. Third generation also, if you make them accountable, you educate them properly, they are very happy to work and they are very enthusiastic to know about industry also. I've seen results
Yeah.
with my kids only.
And nothing like being on site and learning. Nothing a book can teach you that you will learn on site.
Yes.
Until unless you're on site, actually interacting and actually seeing the ground reality, whatever they learn in books is definitely useful, but
Exactly.
not as much.
Exactly. Books will you basically our industry related is common sense plays major role in this. So if you go to the zero, if you interact with the worker, if you interact with engineer, you enter the project director, project coordinator, you interact with the client, end user, you interact with the different authorities. You see, you have to be associated with all 23 different departments like revenue, police, environment, local mines and geology. Every 23, 24 different departments you have to accountable. When you are in the project location, you will learn how to interact with the people also. Normally, if you come to directly back office work, he doesn't understand. So the kids are really enjoying. Our third generation choice, my Mr. Puneet Kamishetty and Mr. Nikhil Parim, both are doing phenomenal job. They completed one, Nikhil completed one fastest project in the country. There's a one airport project, and Puneet is now trying his luck or striving hard to get out one of the outstanding job, and later we'll share about that also. He's doing one of the excellent job in Vizag.
That's really nice to know. So it's always good to see the next generation taking up the responsibility and being accountable for it.
Yes.
So at KPC, so while leading KPC, you have done a lot of projects. But was there ever a moment where you were like, yes, this is the project I have to take it up and I have to complete it? And like, that one project that you were very excited and very interested to take up?
You see, any business, anywhere, any line, even if you are a human being, your total drive will through with the passion. Beyond money, beyond everything, passion is the major criteria where you want to get in.
Yeah.
How you are passionate. You see, everybody talks infrastructure. People only talks about highways, water supply, or railways, or maybe irrigation. People, very less count of people will talk about buildings.
Yeah.
I don't know, our ill fate or luck or fate, we don't know. We are selected the building construction. That is a very complicated build area. More than 2,500 items you have to interact every day-to-day life. You see, in buildings, every screw is also in coordinate.
Yeah.
Every handle, tower bolt, latch, sticker, whatever is in this hall itself, this many things, even backside, 3 colors, 4 colors. Every smallest thing also plays major role.
Yeah.
So you should have very contented, in-depth knowledge about each and everything, unless you doesn't involve in the building. So we choose that building. Since I got it from my father, my beloved father, he has given me this industry, so I am running in this industry. This kind of industry, basically you want to choose. First, number one, by seeing that project, by seeing name of the work itself, sometimes we used to be fantasized. Even we used to tell my team, this you have to target this.
Yeah.
And number two, anyone needs identity. Without identity, you cannot grow. So normally for money, some projects you have to do.
Yeah.
For some projects you have to do for survival of the organization. Some projects you have to do for identity also. Unless you don't be identified, so you won't get further projects. So people should talk about you, what projects he is doing,
Yeah.
what kind of projects you have seen. Some iconic projects you have to do and you have to present to the market. So as like in the industry, I am also in same passion. Wherever we used to maintain some 20-30% projects of iconic nature, around 20-30 only for organized survival, have long-term continuity. 20-30 only for money, passion. That all, we don't mix passion into that.
Yeah.
So we mix like that. Some projects will be visible, iconic. So this combination we work usually. So some of projects you ask me, say example we have done, one of the iconic in T-Hub like project.
Yeah, for all the Hyderabadis, you must be driving around, driving past it so many times, and everyone in Hyderabad knows what T-Hub is. And a lot of people don't know that KPC Projects Limited is the one who's executed it, and it was actually a wonderful building. So we'd like to know more about the building and the process that went behind it.
Say I didn't complete the earlier question. Say like T-Hub we didn't identify for Hyderabad. Vijayawada we have built one beautiful project for Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Statue in Vijayawada. Like for country also we want to, a passion to now make to one India's, in capital of India, we want to have beautiful building in the center of this. That is our long-time vision, so that our organization has to build one iconic structure for the country itself, so that everybody, any people come to know that place, people should curious to know about. If you see in many countries, if you go every city have some attraction in that. Like that, we want to build one attraction for the nation. That is our long-time vision, and we want to be we are very keen. We are working in the direction. Whenever get opportunity, we step in and we'll execute that. And rightly said, you are in the T-Hub. You see, really amazing project for the Telangana, then Hyderabad, which has become a global icon for the country. You cannot say any project, T-Hub itself, now country is moving towards very much curious and very much passionate to know about startups. So last 15-20 years, major economy flowing through the startups. Like you see Microsoft is a startup, Google is a startup. Like every country, Amazon is a startup, started with a small container room and they grown. So now the innovation is the one of the big area in IT field. So earlier, any government in they want to promote the IT or anything innovation, they should have the right kind of culture and right kind of mindset to the people, the young entrepreneurs, aspirants has to come and sit there and have feel their joyful ambience. Their like-minded people has to sit and the infrastructure also create them, pamper them to make more think and more. That kind of, you see, you want to feel happy, your dopamine has to be increased
Yeah.
when you go to park and you will have ice cream and same kind.
Yeah.
The kids the young guys want a passionate colors. The previous government has took excellent initiative to develop a startup ecosystem that is called T Hub.
Yeah.
That we got opportunity to work. As a contractor, we took a one tender small project of around 22 crores, T Hub 1. We doesn't know that these are complexities there. The government is having highest priority on the project. We, as usually, I submitted bid. We got the order. Then we got. We came to know that that is prioritized by top authority of the government. Then we are forced. We got only 45 days time.
Oh.
So amazing time we built in every day we invested more than 200, 300 people, workers. We invested total 100% money upfront. We have developed one first T hub in 45 days. That was given highest visibility that inaugurated by Honorable Ratan Tata. Later Satya Nadella also came, Sudhar Pichai came for T hub 1. That's, the people are very much inspired by seeing what that structure. So government has taken up the T hub 2, which is there in Raidurgam. That was also government has got an open bid. And this is very challenging, is in one of the 36 meters cantilever both directions. And that buildings have unique features, that doesn't have any columns you can see inside. There is only 4 columns that replicates that Charminar. Charminar is having 4
Yeah.
legs and that evolved horizontal direction towards in IT. So the architect has created different idea and that was approved by the competent authorities and later come to bidding. And where the exclusively steel building. And since beginning it's very challenging. The country doesn't have steel knowledge up to that. They when 2015-16 country doesn't have steel, not too much adapted in the building industry. So we called all steel fabrication agencies who want to interested to do that. Nobody have this comprehensive knowledge that the finally ever Sunday who is in Malaysian company is worked the Burj Khalifa and Burj Al Arab and many prestigious like the steel buildings. They came forward, they worked with us and we have finally completed the product. And each and every component of the industry like in glazing or like in facading or like interior systems or furniture, total everything the product is made in India and total people who involved is all Indians. There is no other people. Except small items, everything is developed in India.
India.
And architect is Indian. Everybody is in engineering department also very basic knowledge engineering department. Even our technical, everything is approved by both IITs, IIT Chennai and IIT Roorkee. Every area. See, they are really proud, very common Indian government officials, common government contractors, basic knowledge engineers only would develop the T Hub. It has taken phenomenal result.
Yeah.
One of the iconic structure for the state and for the country,
Yes.
for Hyderabad.
Absolutely.
And it is filled lot of confidence, enthusiasm in the startups. That is an amazing project. What you say?
Yeah, it is a very, very good project.
We are very lucky to have such kind of project opportunity get to the KPC. And our team KPC strived almost night 24/7 and they could able to complete the project.
So talking about iconic projects, sir. So now even the Martis Memorial that's in front of the Secretariat in Hyderabad. So it's a very, it sort of resembles the Chicago being the Cloud Gate, right? Like, was it inspired from that?
Say, when government took up the concept of developing a one memory of the fighters for the statehood, government want to come up with one different structure where it should not be replicated to anywhere in the country or India or anywhere. So the architect Mr. Ramana Reddy has designed and convinced government this is the where we have to create one global icon and that should have know where it is there in the world, that should have memory of the people that replicate that their sacrifice of the people. So wherever light is the sacrifice, they give light to the lamp. You like to say lamp is a sacrifice, memory of sacrifice. They give light and that always die naturally. The oil will go and die. So wherever light called as sacrification symbol. So finally they decided to create one light shape, lamp shape, sacrificate the model. And when they people developed that, by seeing the scale, they want to be very, then the government was very visionary and ambitious. They want to have large structure nowhere should be in the world. So the point has come how to make it. Then the architect has given many attritions, go for glass, aluminum, many. Finally, government not agreed. They want to only jointless structure. They should not be anywhere in the world. The model should be like a Chicago bean model, is what exactly you mentioned. And the model has to be replicated, that sharp lamp shape, giant free structure, and that should reflect the total peripheral, should be reflection should be there. And that looks and the feel has to be with the steel finish, and lamp should be in the golden yellow color, should be reflects the lamp light. And finally, when you see the building inside, so Chicago bean doesn't have this much area. There's only 11 meter site. It doesn't have this much, only 600 square meters of surface area, if I am correct. So that doesn't have internal utilization. When you see the scale of the building, it looks very huge. So government decided to have one museum on ground floor and one auditorium at first floor, and in second floor they created a 150-seater restaurant. I think the government is looking to operate that. I think they may take a decision where our part is completed, we hand over to the roads and buildings department. Even that building also, other than the fabricator from Dubai, rest of all designer is in Indian, architect is in Indian, structural engineer is in Indian. Only agency who made that sheet. So India doesn't have that kind of grade of quality of steel. So the Outokumpu, which is Swedish product, we got the soft, thick 4 mm thick steel plates we imported from Sweden. Some parts were imported from China. We fabricated at Dubai and erected at Hyderabad. And this is also very phenomenal. This is a very innovative, eye-catching. Whenever you see the snaps every day, yesterday also somebody posted in the newspaper saying that how the Hyderabad clouds seen in the Martis Memorial picture. It's amazing.
It's an amazing building, and it's like everyone recognizes it.
Yes.
And but it's like, to think about it, so much work went behind it. Like you had to get from material from Sweden, fabricated in Dubai, and how did this process go? Was it like, how did you know that you can get this material from Sweden? Did you have to do a lot of background work for it, or was it straightforward?
Say, when government working on, they have given finally some concept they want to be reflected structure. They took concept of how to make it, what kind of reflections can be seen, how. First they thought of aluminium, then that won't give reflection, and they look lot of giants. Like other project is there in fisheries department.
Yeah.
When you go to airport, you can see one fish building that
Yeah.
looks very always shabby. The giants are not looking good. That was one impression. Later we thought of glass, spear glass is near Durgancheru. You can see one building with spear
Yeah.
glass. And later we want to one diamond shapes where it is in road number 10 we can find a building.
Yeah.
Say all references. And later we thought of making one small giant free structure. We visited that Dubai feature of Dubai, where we have different cloud and different feel. That also not satisfied. Finally, when we go on all the world and globe, we thought, okay, why can't we visit Chicago Bin, how it looks? Then we gone to the web and we got search Anish Kapoor, who is a London-based Indian origin, who designed this Chicago Bin. Later we search for how it is getting. One more in China, one more same copied version of the Chicago Bin. There and some memory of oil disasters happened in China. For their memory, they created one side of the same building. Then we thought, okay, when we check with Chicago Bin, they are very, the cost in dollars to rupees, a great difference. The budgets are not so high, they cannot come. The thickness of plate is so high, there is 11 mm, and they want to have 11 to 20 mm. And the all fabricators engineers are come from America, where we cannot afford our government, and that is again also COVID. And later we tried with China. Government have some restrictions from India to China. During COVID, we cannot take from COVID. Then we thought, what is the next option? Then we visited again, especially to Dubai, where Dubai, the Grand Craft industries, they developed in the Red Sea, there is a cloud gate, one of the finest villas in the sea. They developed around 120 plus villas in the sea. So we took that concept, the same structure, spare shape. We are saying the sample models, and we have taken all our engineers to visit this project, and later we got say same model we want to apply here. And when the scale, everything seen, that is a large scale ours in 4,400 square meters. We took the copy of Cloud Gate, later the Chicago Bean, then same model we adapted. They took almost 1 year to get it done, and major fabrication has done by steel, some Hyderabad, the local steel fabrication company, Jindal has supported for supplying of material, and steel, stainless steel supplied by Outokumpu, Sweden, and to Grand Craft Dubai, and fabrication done by Dubai NC. Where the Hyderabad, the KPC Projects is the construction company, and Ramana Reddy is the artist. Architect Naveen was the architect who designed everything, interiors, external development. That is also 100%, other than the fabricator, 100%
All
Indian
Indians.
made. So any time speaks, people talks about imported quality, time, that all damn shit, nothing. So people can do. Our Indians are highly talented. Even the people came to work for Dubai also, they're all Indians. So they same our Indian born who came from village background are studying in the normal college and not too much high
Yeah.
talent. Just they observed, they adapted, and they made it. So our we are talent is outstanding. You can say there we are also shown, we are also proved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, like, it's such a great building. People, a lot of people don't know what goes behind it. Like, we just heard from you that how much research, how much background work had to be done for the structure to come out.
Yes.
And it's wonderful that, it turned out to be such a iconic structure in Hyderabad.
Yes.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next question. So I mean, like, I'm just going to talk about a couple of more iconic buildings that have been executed by you.
Yeah.
Even the B.R. Ambedkar statues, which are done in Hyderabad and Vijayawada, were executed by you. So that is also a very different form of work. Now, one is the T Hub, which is a building. One is the Martis Memorial, and other works that you've already executed. But this is a statue, which is very different from the other kind of work that you've executed. So how was this different, and was this a little more challenging than the others, or was it easier?
Yeah, when you complete the T Hub, basically we are very curious and enthusiastic to play with the metals. Everybody talks contractor engineering industry means cement, steel.
Yeah.
No, we want metals. We want to have different metals. T Hub is the steel. Martis Memorial the SS.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, only why can't you think of one different metal, what kind of structure? Say when we come to tender, some tender is floated by R&B department. We usually, the infra company, just we have submitted our bid. So when the qualification is having very few people in the country, like, artists are very limited. They want to associate with the same nature, same bidding project I have done. So only 4 or 5 architect, statue sculptors are in the country. Hyderabad, the Ambedkar statue is done by Mr. Sri Ram Sutar, his son, Mr. Anil Sutar. He is the Padma Shri awardee. He is a 98 years aged person. He sculpted many statues, Gandhi statue, almost 100 plus countries. The Ram Sutar statues are there is in Delhi. So everybody thought taking from China or somewhere. So everybody referred as why can't no nothing. We have to do only 100% Indian product. For the roads and buildings department as a very clear no, don't depend on foreign. To focus on Indian. Then we identified 4 or 5 people. Ram Sutar is the one architect, sculptor where he designed this kind of product. And we could able to, we invited him, we took the presentation, and government appointed a high power committee to approve the mock-up of the statue. Then they was approved that. And that in 5 feet height, then we made to expand it to 12.5 feet, 2.5 times. Then we small modifications. Usually when it's small statue into large statue and bigger statue, the proportions will be different. That all are not same. Sometimes if you live in the expanded to 125 feet, your head looks very big. That won't looks to view. That has to be, the body shape has to be adjusted when you go to increase the size.
It should be proportionate.
It's proportionate. When you say tummy, if you have in lower level, it looks nice. If you take up to high, large, enhance it, enlarge it, that looks proportionate.
Yeah.
And also we are looking at standing in the 5 feet, our eyesight is 5 feet and standing at 150, 200 feet. When you see that degree of view also very plays major role.
Yeah.
And what is the surrounded structures, how it looks. and what is the kind of loads is there, what is the soil capacities are there. This every parameter plays very, 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 and what kind of stone to be, color of the body tone, how it is to be, dress has to be, and what kind of detailing. If you see the Ambedkar Hyderabad, we have made a one small wrist watch. We can see detailing numbers also that have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We have belt buckle, smallest components,
Yeah.
like very, very fine areas that has to be, everything will count. People look at the head portion, the eye portion. Again, this is a very emotional. Ambedkar is emotional for some of the sectors of the country. He is the main
Yeah.
key role of the constitution, development of the constitution. So people, everybody will look at small, small things also very major role. So we should be very, very careful. Approval process also be, every time we have to be updated. So even our roads and buildings development department, social welfare department, and all government officials have worked with highest integrity, including our team, without any issue, without zero accident, without high quality. In almost 15 months, we could able to deliver the Hyderabad Ambedkar project with the help of Mr. Ram Sutar, Anil Sutar family, and with our government and everybody. So this is our team also. This is 100% Indian, and no third party, no external people came. So you can say everyone, when I talk make in India and made in India, that is the only product, this kind of what we did. 3 products are almost is made in India.
Everything is from here.
Yes, even Vijayawada, same feature. The government wants many interesting. If you see in Vijayawada, if you go inside of the Ambedkar Auditorium in ground floor, you can find outstanding experience center having around 40,000 square feet. We developed this where we have to travel with the life of the Ambedkar. Where he born, what is the family members, where he fought with the people, where he got discriminated, why he took that Buddhism finally, how he ended his life, how he presented. We have videos, audios, his body movements, and some of the live pictures of him. Everything we crafted, designed, and kept it so that anybody goes Vijayawada, kindly don't, please look at how the experience center of the Ambedkar is a marvelous project, and as again, highest compliments are beautiful outlay to the state.
Oh, it's actually very wonderful. Even when I went to Vijayawada and we wanted to go inside, we were not able to, but we drove around it and we were like, this looks amazing.
Amazing.
Like even not the statue, but even the surrounding, the landscape, everything that was done was very good.
But a very smallest, see, worker is a challenge. You know, we doesn't have a stone. We don't use the Gwalior stone, or we don't use the Jodhpur pink or Jaipur. We doesn't have that work here.
Yeah.
That this all the government wants to that they want to copy the Parliament model in Hyderabad. So they want a color combination. Everything should be same look.
Yeah.
The feel, the pillars, everything. That very tough challenge to get that kind of design pattern looks. During COVID, we struggled a lot. Post-COVID also, since that same stone was used at Parliament building and same stone was used at Ayodhya Ram Mandir. So the workers are highly demanded. But even with a great challenge, we could able to complete that project, and we could have both projects are we could able to present it to the people and present to the government. And again, you know that renewal of account for any political parties are very much essential every 5 years.
Yeah.
They want to showcase something before that elections. They will put lot of pressure on the infra industry. We are the ultimate industry where we have to support them, or we have to meet their requirements to present to the public. So both are before election, we are forced to complete.
And finished it on time, and wonderfully.
Obviously, you know, challenges are in the payments release. That is also very highly challenging in the industry. The government have a lot of priorities. Infra is the last priority for them to pay.
But infra is one of the most important,
yes,
but
important.
then last priority.
For doing work, we are prioritized. For doing, so that is one more challenge in state projects. In Government of India doesn't have that kind of issues.
Yeah.
Government of India paid well. We should not wait for, we need not wait for the payments in Government of India. And any institutional projects also, where state governments also having slightly in fund issues.
Great. So the other project that recently that you've completed, which is the Gwalior Airport, which is even appreciated by the Prime Minister of India, which is like amazing. I mean, if I did a project and the PM appreciated me, I would be over the top. But it was done in record time.
Yeah.
So what is like that? No one else has achieved this finishing something so quickly and in record time. So what was it? What was your thought process behind it? How were you feeling when, I'm sure you were under a lot of pressure to finish it in a particular timeline. So how did KPC Projects Limited manage it, and what was the role that you played in even fast tracking this project?
Yes, that is one of the recent days. Really, is a different project. We cannot say, we usually our bidding department submit bids. We never see which location. We don't too much when you see 1 in 10 is our hit rate. 10 bids submit, we will get one bid,
Yeah.
and we become successful. When airports, usually we are passionate about airports. We want to build some. The India is coming up with more than 100 plus airports, so we want to be part of that. And number two is looking at Gwalior. We see we want to check out how many days we have seen that people mention that there is a simple structure 2.8 lakh square feet. We thought okay, we have built many projects. Why can't you build 2.8 lakh square feet? So let us see, try. Then we submitted bid. Finally, we became bidder, lowest bidder. When you go to the airport, being our industry, our organization is the first project. We have not done any airports. Number two is the EPC, engineering, procurement, construction. Number three, our what we couldn't consider that one point is that is the home place of Honorable Minister, Mr. Sindhya ji. He is the aviation minister. That only factor we are not considered. We thought okay we can do the project in normal course, but it's a phenomenal. We didn't expect the pressure. Or almost 1200 plus manpower worked for more than 12 months to 15 months and 24 by 7. Our team members of around 80 to 100. See, every day was war food. Every day we took lot of weather conditions, cultural issues, lot of difference there, south to north, where all employees are from south and most of workers are from south. The travel limitations, like we have limited flights, limited trains to place, and weather issue, major issue. We doesn't know how weather responds. We are not too much habituated to for high summer, high winter, high wind.
Yeah.
Gwalior is all extremes you can see. And next, the project having lot of complexities like, structure is around 23 meters height. The roofing, central roof, around 2.8 lakh square feet central roof. Then the artwork, the government is very clear, the airport authority, and they want to replicate all the Gwalior, whatever the city have beauty, the beauty they wanted to bring to single location. Small items where they have in their forts and their palaces and their city wherever many like Shuniman there, like there some of the temples, some of Raja's families, that all everything they wanted to bring. So every smallest item visible, every smallest finest things also very critical every time. The airport authority, top authorities like secretary, chairman used to visit every monthly once. The executive director used to come bi-weekly. I myself is visiting staying there. They stayed there for more than 3 to 4 days per a week. And our team and our all every from the fought for the last blood and finally couldn't complete. In March 10th it was inaugurated. When we see the airports in the country, in Government of India, after independence, no airport has built in the 15 months. And that's also an airport authority also recorded that this kind of projects they normally keep 24 months, and these projects somehow they want honorable minister once before a election. So we want to we are
You have
forced
to
to
finish it.
we're going to finish it. We got opportunity. What I mentioned you, the opportunities they gave me here. We have to take the opportunity. We took the lead. Basically, we didn't see bottom line. We didn't try what profit, what margin we are going to get. Let us whatever government wants, and we are also committed to do. The day one itself, we have decided yes, manasa vacha karma, we have to complete it.
Delivery is what's
That's
important.
yes. We are penetrated this theme to every of team members. We are all vendors also very much supported, even very complicated designing. Our all consultants, architects, structural engineers, and all vendors like very fine items and very smallest items like fine items like artwork or any small. Airport is basically high profile projects
Yeah.
where people expects all are up to the fine finishes.
Yeah.
Though we should not compromise any finishes. Though is one of the amazing experience now by completing that project, our team got highest level of core confidence. We can challenge even 1,000 crores project in the
And
2 years,
and
and we can finish
yeah.
it off. And the team also very much pampered, and the team also very much, learnings also we didn't see by we couldn't the basically EPC value engineering is a big challenge where we couldn't see the drawings at least, where we don't have time to check every time, every day they are issuing
Yeah.
what some drawings, my consultant, my architects, end user requiring some modifications. We have done everything. Now things are going to close the contract. But finally, that is amazing project. The Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, the Minister, Civil Aviation, everybody amazing response. and lot of the project come up with the highest level of team confidence. The rights was the consultant, he got highest appreciation. My airport authority got highest appreciation. Nice, it's a great experience, and but I mean continuously you cannot take that kind of challenges always. One, two projects you can take up. Now we are literally this last 5 years we took up same kind of this all iconic, visible. That all slightly you can see. You ask me today, we are slightly cool now. We don't want to take that kind of price. Let us focus on making money and it's a great experience.
So, but when you were in such a strict timeline, I'm sure the team and managing 1,200 workers was a lot of pressure on the team.
Yes.
How did you keep them motivated, or to tell them like how sometimes it's easy to break and be like, I can't take this pressure. How did they manage it and they stayed motivated to finish this on? What was their incentive?
Say, basically communications. People, whatever you do, how you properly communicate, people will be account for it. Number one. Number two, comforts people expects. People want some comforts, small comforts. Vendor may require money.
Yeah.
Employee may require some incentive. Some associated client may require small, chota comforts they may expect. That has to be identified everyone. Three, decision making power has to be decentralized. Everybody can take own decisions. My project manager also can take his own decision to engaging manpower, wherever you want. My project coordinator is there and sitting in the site by 24/7. He will take any decision, financial freedom to them. And number three, the coordinators who are there in the project coordinator is mid-level who is between HO and project. He is also visiting site more than 4 to 5 days in the staying in the site. Decision making power, one of the mere people expects, they want to on time everything. So number four, you should have fight for everything. You never get. Workers required, you have to go night and day, you have to get them, send vehicles, pick them. Somebody we are imported from even by the chapter, somebody we got them the flights, somebody we booked special vehicles. One day we engage, some people are coming, which we are ready to pay whatever we want. So we engage one air conditioned Volvo bus, we got the workers from them. We didn't look back. We want to, every time, everything we want to be on time. So all 24% of people thought, how motivate them, account for them, that play major role. Everybody too much interested to complete and do the work and hand over project for Honolulu PM's inauguration.
You saw a deadline and you said, okay, whatever is required to be done, we will do it and make it happen.
Yes.
Just stayed motivated and
Yes,
finished it.
exactly.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So we've discussed about some of the iconic projects that KPC Limited, Projects Limited has completed. And I think that with all your entire journey and KPC's journey, if we keep talking about projects, I think we can talk all day and we'll have so much to learn from you. So, but we see the passion that you have for the infrastructure industry. But other than that, what is it that gives you happiness?
Say, your ultimate is your motivation required for everyone. You want to work something.
Yeah.
If wife prepares some food, if you give small compliment to them, she will try to prepare next, explore more recipes for you to make you happy. So that happiness everybody requires. One is what I learned from my father, beloved father, is an charity, where we'll get highest energy when I visit them. My father is very passionate to give some kind of innovative thinking to support to the needies. So this inspiration, we have developed one KCBI Foundation in 2008. The foundation works for 5 major pillars. One is in skill, and one is in transgenders, LGBTQ, 3 is in education, 4 is in environment, and 5 is in service. So this five pillars as the major pillars what our foundation do. We have the 3 skill schools in different places. Our annual outflow will be 1,200 plus, and we give employment. Basically 3-4 skills like on health skills, like operation assistants, phlebotomist, and lab assistants, and the small wherever they can immediately get livelihood. 2 is hospitality, like hotels and resorts and that kind of where our people will go and support them as a workers. And number 3 is now become as an after GST, IT is becoming backbone for every industry. So ERP is the main important. We are trained more than 1,000 plus people in ERP solutions. the data entry, MIS, then ERPs, how to present the case to authorities. That is the one area we promoted more than 1,000 plus. And fourth is general duty assistants like office boys, sales counter boys, and day-to-day home
Yeah.
assistants. That are the four area, and we have very remote districts from Adilabad, Kottagudem, Bhadradri. We go to tribal boys and low, deprived where they required exactly needy life. We bring them and we train them. We train them the intelligence, emotional intelligence also, how to react to the customer, how to react to the management. That all we train them properly, and we dress code, communication, behavior skills, and body language. Everything we teach and we train them, and around 45 days to 90 days of training is there. That is 100% free, and 90% is the job guarantee. That is the one area. Then we fight, we have adapted around 150 orphans, HIV orphans,
Oh, wow.
and we give monthly feed for them. We take health, take care of their health. We give their education support, so that we want to expand every month. We give some nutritious food. Their life will be extended. So they take ART medicine, for which their body has to be support to take by nutritious food. So we to AIDS Control Society, Telangana, and we develop some menu for, one kind of food, how to take the food we have designed due to the scientific requirements, and we that every month we give one packet of them around 14 to 15 kilos. Number three, our organization will fight for the rights of the LGBTQ, where the LGBT basically works for to their daily need. They do sex work and they do begging. We want to bring them only, that is the many areas. We want to make them accountable for retail sector, accountable for any office administration, and their workplace. They can work better. That is where we can bring them out from their regular two, and to avoid discrimination. They will bring. They just where our agenda is to bring them bring normal life. They have to live, work with like you and me. They have to work. That is our idea. That is also with our initiation meetings. Andhra Pradesh government has established LGBTQ board.
Oh.
So that kind of policy advocacies that all our people do. And next, fourth one is we takes care of clinics we have, where Apollo Tyres KCP Life Foundation together working for transport related, like drivers, truckers, and cleaners. They live with the family and stay for a long time in the roads. So they interact with street side prostitutes, and they get very sexual related diseases. Number two, they won't have proper food, and well, they get all lungs issues, and sometimes in different kind of stomach issues. So we go to them, or people will counsel them, give their test, and we identify any kind of sexual diseases, or any TB issues, or any other issues. We identify them, we'll track them, we attach to medical hospitals immediately, and we guide them properly. Every year we touch around 4,000 to 4,500 people. That is KCP Foundation, Apollo Tire Foundation. And also in skilling, we got a lot of projects, and people they have money to spend in CSR. They don't know how to implement it. The people come to our team. Our people will develop project for them, maintain for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years as required by them, and hand out to them as a next generation. So that is the one project our people are doing. Next, we have the Vidvata. Every year, our people, we have the foundation supporting, encouraging the people, Telugu states, by giving scholarships to them on the event of my father's Memorial Day. That is a WARE program. This all, whenever go to every fourth Saturday, I dedicate my time tomorrow. I have dedicate my time, and I have to sit. I will sit with them. I will have detailed meeting. I will interact all the employees. They will spend quality time. We'll understand their requirement. As on today, our organization is doing more than 5.5 to 6 crores worth of projects in country, and their support is almost 22 lakh people. Our people are 2.5 lakh people. They are about to reach every year. Number three, almost 47 team is working on full time. Number four, one of the best institutes like ISBs and top institutes, people are working and joined and work with the foundation. And this is the mere happiness that we get, service where we interact with the people. When you see the HIV kids who are orphans, when you see their passion, their enthusiasm, you see, you'll forget everything. Second is the nature. We have developed one of the beautiful farm in Shamirpet. Whenever go, I find time. I go there, spend time, visit all the how the fruits are there, how the we have some couple of cattle are there, and we developed one studio where any shootings can be done. Land of love. We sit there, spend quality time, sit with our members, understand. So these only the happiness searching points where I will re-energize and again to go for the work.
Yeah. So to add this to this, sir, I actually went to your foundation center in Banjara Hills, and it was amazing. Like the people, the passion that they had, and how progressive they were thinking. There are a lot of foundations, but a lot of people discriminate when it comes to who to help, who not to help. But your foundation was not looking at that, and the passion that they had, and the number of people that you've been helping out, it is just amazing. And I wish that you do a lot more, and we all can contribute to this as much as however we can, or as much as possible. So one thing is, sir, that you are telling that your next generation is already on site, they're learning everything, they're doing wonderfully. So that's the aspect of their professional life. So, but when it comes to your charity, are they as passionate as you to take this forward and keep it going for the next years to come?
Basically, children are byproduct of their parents. You have to accept it. Basically, our all learnings, teachings, they will adapt first motivation from their parents. I learned from my father. I believe the same will carried over by
To the next gen.
next gen. Number one. Number two, you should do proper administrative setup. You bring some culture. You doesn't require anybody interest or not interested. If you see any corporate have CSR now,
Yeah.
their mandatory requirement. Honorable Government of India in 2013 corporate norms has bring 2% has to spend. Even they are not keen on doing the works also. If we make the proper systems and proper process oriented, this has to happen
Has to
every
keep
day.
going on. Yeah.
Number three, and usually the people also everybody have humanity angle in the person.
Yeah.
Every small, if you see small accident happen, you see, "Ayyo papam," will immediately will say that is called humanity. If you go to temple, anybody is waiting outside, beggar or anything, you will put some 1 rupee, 2 rupees on there. So humanity will be there in every
Yeah.
person. You have to give proper visible appearance, look every for that humanity. Obviously, people will motivate. I am sure that by genes or by passion or by the process what we created, and we involve even my children, everyone also from 10th standard, 7th, 8th standard, we used to take them to the foundation. We used to, so obviously the children also passionate to join hands, and whenever we meet, they give a lot of inputs for our foundation also. And whenever I used to involve in annual meetings and quarterly reviews, I used to involve my all third generation kids also. They are giving a lot of inputs for the organization also. I'm sure the KCBI Foundation is on par with the KPC, how KPC plan to grow. Obviously, KCBI Foundation also has
will
to
grow.
There is no doubt
Yeah.
in that.
So, what is your vision, sir, for the next few years for the KPC Projects Limited? Where do you want to take it? Is there a clear goal or a vision that you're looking at?
Say, number one, infrastructure is the backbone to the country today. Government of India is spending huge money in the infra.
Yeah.
Number two, KPC Projects Limited, being and having 30 plus to 50 plus years of working experience, acquainted huge credentials and working experience and technical capabilities. Number three, the team of the organization is outstanding. We have 30 plus years people are working, 30 years plus people are working with the team, and 20 years, 10 years, more than 500 plus employees are having 10 years, and 20 years plus means around 300 plus people are working with the organization. Number four, the passion and enthusiasm of the organization, if we not limited to only our management, our years, next generation also is joined. Number five, financial discipline of the organization. We brought such kind of a beautiful systems. We implemented a SAP in 2008. We all processes were going through in SAP. We brought wonderful culture in the system. We never, till date, whatever is there by touchwood, we couldn't find any difficulty in meeting all the financial bankers' obligations, like in paying their interest, paying their loans, meeting their bank LCs, and meeting their whatever parameters, what not, they want everything. The industry, very few companies have A plus rated financial ratings in the industry, what we could able to reach that. So this all putting on one basket, industry is there in the country. Obviously, we should gear up for making next line. So last 3 years, we have done 20+% of the growth. If you progress it, it will be phenomenal results. Hope we'll see how this next 3 years, how things will move. I'm sure year on year we'll keep 15-20% plus growth.
Great. So do you have any advice for the next generation who wants to get into this industry?
Say, for everyone, say, I love to see you all, your husband also. You are also passionate to come to this industry. Usually you are also from the same family of infrastructure. Like everyone, people has to recognize these are not the very discriminated, like corrupted or having any technical values or nothing kind. This is one of the passionate industry. This can be given lot of employment, social responsibility, lot of taxes you can pay, given wonderful structure in financial, in the bankers also, where one of the great organizations we can build. And we can bring down to generations, monuments we can create. This all is not a small industry. So everybody has to think, but by the time it's not shortcut like, taking a IT or software or maybe a startup or incubators, or maybe that is not so quick money you can get it. We do consistently, you work with commitment, you will get lot of time. I appeal to the all young generation. If you have passion, if you have commitment, if you have hard work, if you want to passionate to develop the nation, this is the best industry, come and join. And we can create our all wonderful team you can create, wonderful employment you can give, wonderful charity you can do this. And we have excellent social reputation for the organization. We do good projects. This all can happen only with our industry is one of the area. So you be part of the nation building to make India into a proud developed state, developed country.
Yeah. So the last topic I want to put some light on, sir, is the need of the hour, where we're seeing rising temperatures and how the climate change is happening and the different parts of the world which are getting affected due to this. So as being in the infrastructure construction industry, how are you contributing to the climate change, global warming, and ensuring that we reduce it about how much ever possible?
Yeah, right question. Basically, any development naturally destroy the nature. Any development you do, you want a building, you have to get stone, you have to get cement, you have to get steel, you have to get wood, you have to get aluminum. All components are making the nature.
Yeah.
My humble appeal, whatever you do, whatever you are making loss, you cannot rebuild. That is clear. But parallel development has to go. Intentional or deliberately should not spoil anything, like nature. You should not cut unnecessary trees wherever possible. If you cut one tree, also try to plant 4 or 5 trees in other place. You try to market that. Next, don't try to make too much of conversion of the nature into a destroying and you develop the within building also. You can bring the green, which creates good. And oxygen can be generated, the green look will be there, and many things now it is coming now. Number 3, water is a very scarce product. Don't unnecessarily waste. You bring some modern technologies. Now the concretes are also coming, self-curing components are coming. Go to technology and try to minimize the wastage of water and spoiling the other. And this kind of industry, whatever you do, you cannot replace what we are damaging to the nation. But try to conserve, try to minimize what best you can do, what loss you can avoid to the nature by promoting water, by promoting trees. Don't cut unnecessary. In many places we are conserving rocks, we are not removing rocks, we are replacing rocks and keeping the same location. Try to minimize that what best you can do. That is about passion, you can do it. Whatever day-to-day objects, minimize the consumption of power. Go for eco power like solar or wind, or you promote it. That kind of areas, if you going on adapt it, I think the climate change, this all we can overcome by this. This is the major object, otherwise the next generations cannot live in the country. Beyond that, money or whatever you do, unless you doesn't have the nature won't cooperate to you,
Absolutely.
your will be nowhere. So you have to be adapted, the processes, working life, everything you have to be linked to your life, also linked to the futuristic, and you have to adapt the power consumption, increasing that green belt and minimizing the breaking of the nature. That all you have to adapt to, so you can make it.
Wonderful. So, thank you so much, sir, for being our guest today, because I think we've learned so much from you and got an idea and understood how much goes behind iconic projects, or in general, how much scope there is in infrastructure industry, or the kind of contribution that you do to the society. So, we've learned a lot, and it was wonderful having you as a guest. Thank you so much for being here.
Nice, Meghna. This is a very nice initiative taken by you and our Ark team. I think this will not only me. I think you interact with many other industries also, so that people should know this industry is also one of the best industry in the country or world.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.